Buenos dias. We're going to do a walking tour. This is our hotel, Hotel San Francisco. We're going to do a little walk to the cathedral.
So that's a picture. Picture.
Oops.
You can't switch it.
I can't? Hurry, there's a car. So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. This is what used to be an old Franciscan monastery. And I think we're going to go tour it today. There are several little museums inside that you can visit. This is pretty much how all the streets look around here. They've got the wrought iron entrances or security doors. Most of them are left open for air. And then you've got sort of covered areas in front of the doors. It's the original colonial architecture that the Spaniards were here beginning in the 1500s, and they continued to build until the 1800s. And here we have the rest of this convent over here. It's interesting that you see this shell motif, which is the Santiago motif that is part of the Camino in Spain. We're going to walk today over to the cathedral, and I'm going to show you La Calzada, which is the main pedestrian street in town. But really, this Spanish architecture goes on for blocks and blocks and blocks. It's not limited. And right here you see these paths have kind of a Mayan influence. You can see this building was 1914, so actually not terribly old. Some of these buildings are 1800s. Seems like the majority of them actually come from the 1800s. So I guess the Spaniards were continuing to build as late as the 1800s. Or the locals just continued building in the original Spanish colonial style. And if you look up, you can see wonderful carvings, both on the beams and on the fascia, and then also on the soffits of the buildings. There are all these wonderful details in the tile work. A lot of the tiles in the street are handmade. These aren't, but I will show you some which are. A lot of these utility covers, unfortunately, are stolen on a regular basis. People are so poor that they go and they steal them for the value of the ironwork. And so they recycle them. They get paid for the iron.
This is the street we were on when you first came here.
This is called Calle La Calzada, and obviously it's a pedestrian street with lots of restaurants.
This is where we ate.
This is the most expensive part of Granada with the tourist prices. But even the tourist prices, here we go, you have a menu.
Information on tours, amiga. I got good prices, not tourist prices.
Ahora,
Acá the island.
ahora no, pero después, otro día, vamos a estar aquí un mes.
Okay, no problem.
Gracias.
Have a nice day.
¿Y dónde está la tienda?
I work on my own. I work freelance.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
freelance, so that's why I can give you better prices. than
Oh,
the
okay.
tour operators.
Okay, la próxima vez.
Okay, no problem.
Gracias. So here we have a couple of really great restaurants we went to. We went to a place called, you remember what it's called? Nectar, and it's owned by the people that we're staying with, the same owners. And even with that, you see, even with buying a lot of tourist food, you're still paying less than American prices, so it's pretty awesome. Here we have the main cathedral in town. It's right down the street from the Calle La Calzada that we just showed you. And we're going to go up on the bell tower today and take a look at the city. We're going to pop in here for a second. Oh, I don't know if I have my mask. We have to have masks here in some stores, but not in restaurants. It's interesting. It's a libreria, but it's the Diocese of Granada, obviously the Catholic Diocese runs this. So here we have lots of different statues. So Mom, if there's something you want here, you let me know. Or anybody else watching this, we're going to be here for a month, so we can buy you some statues if you'd like for just about any saint. I like this one right here.
Oh, so we are here with the birds. They're really noisy and loud and moving around a lot. And in front of us is the church. Don't know what it's called. Puerto de los Misericordia.
Puerta de la Misericordia.
Oh my gosh, the birds are so noisy.
We were going to try to go up.
But they're closed.
They seem to be closed, but we're going to try to do the side route. I wanted to show you the square. A lot of Central Park. This is the center of Granada right here. You'll see this in a lot of other YouTube videos if you do a search. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because this is well known. But for Jordy, Theo,
Everybody
Dad, Grandma, and Carmen, who's been kind enough to watch our videos so far
and comment.
and comment. I wanted just to show you where we are. We're only a couple blocks off of this main square in Granada. These are all the old original colonial homes right here.
And there's lots of pigeons, if you can fat pigeon right there.
And be careful where you stand, because I was standing in one place and a bird decided to drop a bunch of leaves on me. I'm glad that bird didn't drop other things. Okay, it turns out we can go into the cathedral. And here we are. Sorry we don't have better cameras, but this is
As much as we can do.
here's the door,
That's my face.
the entrance.
Wow. This is the
Beautiful tile work.
Look up. Look, what's doing? No. This is the really zoomed up.
So the Lamb of God, and
The something.
it says the
Amaris Honor something Gloria.
Eye of God, watched over by the angels. And of course we have Jesus. I think that's Jesus. Looks like Jesus.
All the way down to the altar.
Here we have the main aisle of the church.
It's actually over there.
I'm going to show it in a second. This is interesting. We're not allowed in here right now because they're cleaning, but it's the most interesting altar. I've never seen an altar like this in a cathedral where you have Mary, La Senora, inside of a rock, of a human rock, essentially. I'm not sure what the meaning of that is. I'm sure someone can tell me. Videotaping.
Are you actually, or are you?
Sí, yo video.
Oh, this is spicy stuff.
So we are here in the Granada Central Square, and they are making something that now I can't remember the name of. Viguron. And it is made with pork and salad, cabbage, I think, and it is set on what look like banana leaves and yucca. And so you can ask for it. It's I asked for a vegetarian version. I don't like pork, and I certainly don't want to eat pork skin, which is actually what it's made with, not pork, but pork skin. So this is yucca and salad. We didn't get the pork, which probably takes out a lot of the flavor, but we don't eat pork, so you can ask for whatever it is that sounds good to you. So
It's yuca.
yucca or yucca tastes like a potato, exactly like a potato to me.
What is it?
Do
Is this yuca?
you like it?
Yes.
No, yucca is the white stuff. So it's this potato underneath. What do you think? It tastes just like a potato.
I know.
Who knew?
Pop.